Peter Jackson, K-Stu, Zaze, and P-Flex. These are names you should remember. They're from an Ajax-based hip-hop group called 90nickel Cartel. Tonight, they're going to be opening up for Wu-Tang Clan at the Big Sexy in Oshawa. Let's go in and check them out. How did you guys get into music, and where did your passion begin?
All right, originally I got into music just by the love of it, freestyling at parties or whatever, and then I ran into my man Peter Jackson, and then we started a clique called 90nickel, and then we did our first promotional show with my mans from Alliance Fam, Zaze and P-Flex. After that, we just linked up, made the whole 90nickel gang, and then from there on, it's just history, yo.
Everything that my father put in front of me, I had a love for, because if my father loved it, that's what I grew to love. Then when I got a little more of opinion, I actually grew up, I loved Nirvana at a certain point in my life. That's what happened. I loved White Zombie. Nirvana didn't so much influence me, but it was a part of my life. Rob Zombie is a big influence for me. Trent Reznor, huge influence. This man has a grip on music. It's not so much what someone does in music, it's the grip they have on the whole industry as a whole. Wu-Tang Clan, let's break for a second. That is a big hip-hop influence. Wu-Tang Clan is a family, they're not a group. 90nickel?
It's the next family, yo. A stereotype I like to see gone is that hip-hop is all bling bling, money this, money that, look at my Benz, look at my girl in my video. No, hip-hop did not start on that.
Stop listening to the radio and you'll realize.
Hip-hop started back in the days, in the parks, in the 80s, where everything was just lyrics, 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 not look at this, look at that. If I had one thing I could stop right now in the music was stop showboating. You showboat your skills, showboat your talents, but not your material goods, not the car you're pushing, or you know what I mean?
Okay, we perform, we promote, we sell shows, we sell clothing, we sell mixtapes, we did sell grills, we, like, honestly, tell us what you want to buy off us and we'll start a business. As long as it's legitimate, because we're just trying to make this money, live this life, love thy neighbor, and make this money.
If someone tells you you suck, no. You keep going, you keep grinding, you keep pushing. If someone tells you your music's no good, work on it, make it better. Take criticism lightly, take it positively. Do everything you can do to influence your movement and keep everything moving.
Well, I'm going to get back to the show here at the Big Sexy in Oshawa, where Dermot and Free Miles support.
His name is Peter Jackson, hip-hop artist with 90nickel, concert producer, and marketing and promotions officer. When he's not hitting the stage, he's out producing concerts and promoting the music that he loves.
I don't think we have a choice. Like, I mean, I'm making it to a lot of people that work at labels, like, they're seeing us and seeing what we're doing, but before you get to this big stature or big artist, there's a lot of work behind it. Some people do this for 15 years before they do what we've done in 2. So, I mean, I think it's just, it's all about work, and no one's gonna work as hard for me as I'm going for myself. And I learned that. I've been in a lot of situations where I've had that, and it was just like, okay, I gotta keep going. I like the promoting because I like the way of it's taking my own career in my hands and really pushing it. So I like doing the label stuff, and I mean, there's a lot that we're probably not doing right now because we're not capable of it, or we don't know about it yet, and that's the good thing too. We don't know what we're supposed to do, so we just do what we think we should do. And we've been lucky. We do get a lot of help along the way from a lot of big people in the industry, really do help me. But I mean, I like to run a label and promotions and everything. Like, just, I like to have total control of what I'm doing. I loved hip hop since I was like extremely young, since I was like 16. Like that's when I really, you know, I thought I might be able to rap, you know, when we were at house parties and stuff. And a lot of people just said to me like, you should try doing it. And I mean, I went to college for marketing and stuff, and I was bored. I was very bored in college. And people just kept saying like, you know, you should do this and stuff. And I met up with a couple people that I work with now, a guy named P-Flex and Billy and K-Stu, and we decided that we were going to do a show out in Peterborough because we had a lot of people out there that, you know, we recorded a little bit like 2 years ago. So we decided to do a show. We ran a show and sold it out in Peterborough. And I mean, we bussed like 500 people from Ajax to Peterborough. So then it was just like, okay, I knew that I had to build and be able to do business to actually continue doing the music. So that's what I did. We just went out and did shows, ran shows, and then I got my big opportunity to open for an artist named Jada Kiss, from a guy named Chris Hines, and an owner of a club down here. And they put me on, and I sold a lot of tickets for it. And he actually ended up getting stuck at the border. So we didn't get to do our big first show, and that was a really big setback, because, you know, first you hear someone big's coming, and then you don't, and then stop. But that's where it all started, and then we just continued from there. It was November 18th in 2005 was the first show that I ever did. And then since then, we've done over 200 shows, so.
Now we've already met Peter Jackson of 90nickel, and he's back in the Big Sexy again tonight. This time, he's putting on a hip-hop and R&B talent search. People from all over the GTA and Durham will be here. So let's go on and check it out, see what's going on.
A lot of different talent from locally, from across Ontario and stuff. And I mean, just a lot of people that are really just trying to get out there. Like, I mean, it's just a lot of really good talent from across Ontario and across Toronto that doesn't have the avenues to, you know, can't just call a club up and book a show. So I mean, I work with a lot of these clubs and a lot of promoters and a lot of booking agents from across Canada and across Ontario and stuff. So it was good for me to set it up for everybody, you know, it's just to get a nice bigger picture for everybody. So. I've told all the artists, like, you know, have your press packages, have your CDs, you know, be on your business that night. So, you know, because there's everybody that has ever done anything for me in the business will probably be in the building that night. So, I mean, if you're not on point with your stuff, you know, you got to present yourself really well. And they're going to single out three, like a top three. Like the crowd, you'll be able to tell, you know, we've done competitions before, and you can tell by the crowd's reaction of who they're liking a little more. But yeah, essentially the judges are just going to pick the top three. And from the top three, there's over like $5,000 worth of giveaways for people, and just anything for like opening acts for big artists that I've got coming down in the next little bit.
A lot of homegrown talent, you know. I'm appreciative of all the talent that came out from Oshawa, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. Let me tell you, man, I was hosting it, and I saw a lot of people coming out. He's one of the judges, so he's one of the people that made the final decision. And just to see so much talent come out here and see hip-hop come out in a positive form like this is very inspiring and gives a lot of hope for the future.
You know, I've been doing the music for a long time, and just to have this opportunity and be there with the family, is, you know, it's a good look. So, you know, I thought I'd come out and display, you know, what I had to offer and have a good time. You know, it's the exposure factor, and that's huge. You know, when your music's falling on new ears every night, you know, there's nothing better than that. You know, one of the best ways to get your music out, the live presence, and then being able to interact with you being live. So it's definitely a good show.
Well, that's it for this year's Homegrown Talent Show. A lot of great talent that came out from all over Durham and the GTA and all across Canada. And it was nice to see Durham made the top three. Well, that's it for now. Until next year, I'm Lisa Irwin for Durham Living.